possibly explain core grade or something like that?
No. Not like the UC application, right? The UC, again, that would invoke subjectivity, but no, there's not. But the appeal process does allow, you know, again, if you don't get in, you can always appeal by April the 15th, but, you know, it just depends on asking a person to take a look at it and see. I just wouldn't put my names in all that basket. So, does that help?
Should I include that I'm eligible for AST in math, even though I'm not a math major? Should I include that?
Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm going to answer you yes. Now, it is our understanding that all CSUs, the AAT and the ASTs, the way that you reap the benefits of those through the admissions process is because you have to be majoring in the same major in which you're transferring to the university. Okay. So I just got an email from our transfer center director, who's brand new, who it took on 7 years to fill my spot, that Cal Poly has no way of, in their computer selection process, if you put in the AAT or the AST in mathematics, there's no way for them to differentiate that you're majoring in that. They don't do that at the current time.
Okay.
So at the current time, I'm telling my students, go ahead and put it in there.
Okay.
It's on my to-do list this week to question that a little bit more. I'm gonna call up there and just verify. But there's nothing wrong with putting it on your application, and if it doesn't come through, it doesn't hurt you anyway.
Okay.
Is that long?
They don't, but other impacted CSUs do, like Long Beach and San Diego. They have a second supplemental criteria. Even the UCs, like Berkeley, has a supplemental, follow-up that you do. Cal Poly got lucky enough that when Mentor was being put into place, they were the only impacted university, so they got to have it incorporated from the beginning.
There's not a supplemental when you go and you send a new transcript.
You're done.
Oh,
You're done. Now, if you're applying to San Diego or Long Beach, you have a supplemental app that happens after this.
So you said you can enter 4 courses into like one thing. I'm taking 4 chemistry classes, but organic chemistry is only desired by that seat. So both those classes, so should I still like enter that one?
You have to. Right, so if you have the 4 chemistry classes, so you have general chemistry and organic chem. Do you have an intro account that you took to get into?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only chemistry classes you've taken in college are those 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to list all 4.
Okay, what about the labs? Like if the lab is separate.
Oh, if the lab is separate, then that would be a separate class. So, so actually, what was separate? The chemistry one?
The organic chemistry lab.
Okay, and those are 3 unit and then an extra lab, or
3 unit lecture.
2 unit lab. So that I would treat it as separate class. So really, you have 6 chemistry classes.
Yeah.
So then enter your 4 highest grades. Right?
Regardless of units.
Regardless of units. As long as she's gonna have, she's got that many units already.
You said she could also fill that bucket with in progress and planned courses. So if you needed 4 classes in a bucket, and you got 2 C classes, and you're not going to repeat them, but you don't want to put them there.
You have to.
But what if I've got 2 courses that I still have to take that are planned?
Yes.
Can I put them in place of the season?
Yes, as long as they meet that category.
Okay.
For a no pass, proper grade that it is at, because there's no option.
No, if you got a no pass, it doesn't count. I don't even know if there's a no pass. It has no bearing on your GPA. So,
And it doesn't count because you're just passing. So
wait, where is that?
Go over there, or take philosophy instead, right? I mean, philosophy, or is that called?
Yeah, see, no pass isn't even an an option, so you
No, it
wouldn't
has to be
load
said
it.
college.
Really? Okay. So I have, in my case, I have no pass.
Just
I've
leave
been
it off.
taking that course, so I don't know if they're on.
You would put on that you're repeating it,
Put on the one I
but
did.
you don't have to put the no pass in there,
Okay.
right?
How important is the degree you get here at Israel? I was talking to someone in the counseling office who told me that I was on track to get an AA, and really I'm on track to get an ASD, but I already applied to some colleges saying I have an AA. How much does that affect their?
The AA degrees, okay, in the public arena, in the public schools, UCs and CSUs, AA degrees aren't taken into consideration for admissions process. Within the CSU system, an AST and an AAT is, but not the AAs.
So if I'm actually getting an ASD, is there any
That should
way
be,
I can
that should be represented on your CSU application.
But if I already submitted it as an AA, is there any way I can?
Just contact the campus and ask them to put that you did. You left it off. Yeah.
Should I put any of my chemistry classes in the physical science?
That's a good question. Do you have other physical science classes? Let me look at it let me look at your application. We'll make the call on that. That's a good question.
I think you mentioned this before, but where is the best place to have somebody review your application before you
I would go to the transfer center and Mario's staff up there. That's what the counselors told me, is have you go look at, yeah. Mario, yeah, Mario Garcia, I think it is.
So I have a general question. I'm a high school senior, and I'm looking to go straight into Cal Poly from high school. So out of the engineering majors, which are the harder ones to get into?
Which are the harder ones? Well, I can show you
like
guys.
the admitted and-
You know what, can I jump in
Yeah.
and say the STEM counselors are probably gonna be better than going to the transfer center?
Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the thing is,
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn this.
Yeah.
So I would love to review your application. I
Yeah.
can't tell you that I'm gonna know any more than you, but it's another set of eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So
absolutely.
please
Yeah.
contact me, and I would love to review it.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about your infrastructure,
Well, yeah,
so.
that's what I
Yeah,
would
where
say,
are the
STEM
STEM,
counselors.
where are
Yeah.
the STEM counselors?
In the STEM center,
Yeah.
sign up to see them in the book.
So I want to get back, so is anybody else applying as a freshman in here? Okay,
No.
so everything I just covered isn't even gonna relate to you.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay,
Well, there was
because,
some good.
okay, because, you won't have filled out exactly that stuff. Okay. I'm sorry, what
So
did you?
out of the engineering majors, like electrical, civil, which ones are like harder to be admitted into?
Well,
like more more.
What I can give you is a document that I have, if you guys hang out, I'll email it to you. A document that I have that shows you, how many applications they got and how many went in and the average GPA you can look at. And make whatever assumptions about that you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get on it. I can email it to whoever wants.
So he has some college coursework though?
Yeah,
And
so he would load it in.
They're gonna email it now.
What?
They're gonna email.
I'm not sure, let me check something. Email it, what'd you say?
Are you gonna email the information?
I can, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. I wanna check something on the application.
So.
Yeah, I don't know, how they're being
Christina,
Yeah.
if you make the deadline, that's no worse than someone who submitted the application 3 weeks prior.
No, so that's a really good question. It's just an application window period of time, whether you turn it in November the 30th or October the 1st, it doesn't matter. However, the system slows down quite a bit after Thanksgiving. So we set our sights that all our students are submitted by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because once you go into November 30th, the system crashes constantly.
I bet.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Yeah.
And what is the deadline to change your application in order to submit an application? What is deadline to change,
Oh,
change the
change?
application?
To To be honest, I don't know what they set it as. It's usually in December, or the first part of January, but, you contact Cal Poly, because I know the deadline for appeal, I'm not sure about the deadline for submitting changes. I rarely have students submitting changes because I don't let them set up an application without it being done. So,
So I have a question, kind of along the lines of what you said. So one of my main related courses also applies to GED. Put it into major related courses that also count.
the computer will pick that up. Yeah, for sure. I want to ask, I'm trying to figure out your situation about college classes. Have you worked on the application yet?
Yeah,
You filled out your A
submitted
through
it.
G probably area. Did it give you the last few pages of the application?
Like the transfer, no.
It probably gave you the one about activities, but it probably didn't give you the last 2 pages. Yeah, because they will be screening for that stuff.
So how do you get them to know that, you have
You
it?
list it under, isn't there an area where you can fill out colleges that you've attended?
Yeah, but the problem is I'm taking the class right now, and that's the only class I'm taking, and, you had to put in a GPA for your college that you applied to, and we're in.
Counselors say not to enter it.
You just put in 0. So you would put dates of attendance,
But, yeah,
and then 0 units completed and 0 GPA, but it will show that that will tell them that you're in progress.
What about an AP class from high school?
yeah,
There should be a section that you load in your AP stuff.
yeah. But like when I'm in the college, what, like let's say I took, AP Calculus 80, right? And what the probably exempt from classes in the college, in Cal Poly, I think, that are the same
Yes.
in general ed?
Yeah, it'll depend on your
Okay.
scores.
Yeah,
If
so
you're getting
like-
3s can sometimes be questionable.
Like a 4.
If you're getting 4s or 5s, yes, they'll give you credit for that. What they essentially do is they use your AP for college units that you
Yeah.
need and subject clearance and move you into the next level.
Okay, cool. Right. Let's see what else.
So there's, those other 2 pages don't come up.
Yeah, they won't because you won't,
Because
you're competing in it
Not
differently. Right, exactly. But the leadership and the work experience one will be the same.
Yeah.
So Christine, can you help with this whole foreign language requirement? I mean, is there no foreign language requirement?
So understanding from a transfer perspective, now that I have a freshman and it's a little bit different, but from a transfer perspective, there's no foreign language requirement for admissions for CSU or UC.
For any major?
Okay, for foreign language is not required for admissions purposes to the UC or the CSU campus as a transfer student. There are certain majors that require foreign language to graduate, and there are certain majors that not only require it to graduate, but they're screening for it for selection, which is different from admissions.
Okay, but if I go STEM, do most STEM not require foreign
No,
language?
I don't think I know a STEM major that requires foreign language.
Now, if you're coming from a high school, do you still need 3 years of a foreign language, even if you're going STEM?
So if you're going into the university as a junior,
No, as a freshman from high school.
for admissions for high
Yeah.
school, I don't know the answer. You would have to meet the A through G, and I don't know because I don't know freshman admissions. So I'm not sure, you might know it more than me.
They like to have 3 years of foreign language.
Yeah, the A through G requires, for UC, 3 years of foreign language?
UC is like 3 to 4.
3 to 4,
Even
yeah.
if you're going engineering or STEM?
Yeah, because that's the A through G.
So this is a huge advantage of coming to a community college. I mean, if you
Yeah.
don't want the foreign language.
Yeah.
You do sidestep that as well as the SAT.
Unless you're gonna get IGETSI certified, and then for UC, then you're gonna need 2 years of foreign language in high school. But
But you can do IGETSI without touching foreign language, right?
if you want to be IGETSI certified for UC purposes, you have to clear a foreign language requirement.
How many
But
courses is that?
just, It's one class at the community college, or it's 2 years at the high school, or there's a million other ways you can satisfy
One
it.
class at the community college?
One semester.
One semester to 2 years at the high school?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, why?
But that's only if you're getting like SC certified for
Can you tell that was my worst class, you know, in college?
It was my worst class too. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get on my email to give you guys that.
That would be
Yeah.
fantastic.
You're looking up the GPA article? Yeah.
I'm gonna try and bring that up. I can't remember whether I left it in my inbox or if I, as I project my whole email on the screen.
So, another question. Let's say I apply with a major of like math or physics or something. Would it be easier to go into an engineering field, transferring like in the college while I'm already in there, to go to engineering from a physics major? Like,
If you apply to math,
yeah, or
okay, so then you'll be under the College of Math and Science.
yeah.
And engineering is under the College of Engineering, so then you're trying to switch colleges. It's easier to switch majors if you're switching within the same college than it is to switch from college to college.
Okay. Yeah.
However, as going in a freshman, you have a little bit more wiggle room than our transfer students do.
Right.
Because their goal is to get you out in 2 to 3 years. And like what we heard from Kim, who's the engineering advisor, is they'll let you switch as long as you can prove that you'll be out in 2 years. So you would need to, you would need to show that you're taking coursework towards your major while you're trying to switch.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
But there's no guarantee you would get into those required courses if you weren't in the major.
It depends on, it depends on your registration priority. So of course I can show you. Does anybody know how to flip this?
Yeah, rotate,
Is it up here somewhere?
tools, is there tools on the right?
All the way to the
On
right.
Edit
the
current.
taskbar on the very right.
On the very
Tools,
right,
yeah.
over here?
Oh, keep going to the
Wait,
right,
wait,
keep going to
down.
the right. Keep going to the
Further
right.
By
right.
that
Look
close.
down one bar and go
By
far
the
right.
close.
Right. Right.
This is my right? Oh, this way, yeah, okay. Over here?
Tools, yeah,
Tools, thank you, okay.
there you go.
And then
There
what?
somewhere.
Edit text
I think
image?
actually where you were.
I thought it was
Yeah,
this.
do that.
Rotate.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
That's what I thought, so, will that, yeah,
There you
there you
go.
go. So, okay, so these are pretty blacked out, like, so this lists in here the college, right? But we can tell by the majors, this is College of Agriculture, because I can see Ag Science there, this is College of Architecture, this is College of
Okay.
Business. So if we were to go, here's College of Engineering at the top, see where it says arrow?
Yeah.
This is College of Engineering. This is freshman, this is transfer, past this line. So I'm always amazed at, like, if you look at, like mechanical, 490 applicants versus like electrical, half. Like biomedical is even, environmental, low materials.
What's FTF apps on the freshman? What is that mean?
Full-time freshman, I think it is, or
Oh, it's,
if this is the total applications from freshmen. High school GPA, SATs, and SAR is the student intent to register.
Industrial engineering, 2.99 GPA, that was the lowest one.
Yeah,
Where do you see the GPA?
right, for transfer, Sue, you're looking at right here?
Okay, so I want to go, I don't care
Freshman,
what
you're looking at
major I'm
freshman.
gonna go, I don't care, so which is the best? I wanna get in for
For
sure.
transfer?
is the lowest one, industrial
For
engineering.
industrial.
Yeah, for industrial engineering, for transfer, right, yeah.
And then environmental is the next lowest.
What about biomedical, what's the GPA for bio?
Is it the second,
3.4,
3.49?
just a 3.4.
3.4, yeah.
And they have a master's, right, you can do like a 5-year bachelor's master's. Is that the only junior.
It's a combined senior year and then, yeah.
Is that the only one that has that combined?
I haven't counted
applied
years
for
in that.
biomedical and 8 were enrolled.
What's that?
101 applied, 8 were enrolled.
Yeah. What they don't tell us is how many they admitted.
So people could say, no thanks, I'm going somewhere
Correct,
else.
right, exactly.
Yeah, because if the GPA is that low, then if you had a 4.0 or 3.5.
They showed up. They actually,
Just start by senior year.
Yeah, you start, yeah, your senior year.
Wow.
But you know what, it's,